Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun and the second smallest planet in the solar system after Mercury. Named after the Roman god of war, it is often referred to as the Red Planet because iron oxide prevalent on its surface gives it a reddish appearance. Mars is a terrestrial planet with a thin atmosphere, having surface features reminiscent both of the impact craters of the Moon and volcanoes, valleys, deserts, and polar ice caps of Earth. The rotational period and seasonal cycles of Mars are likewise similar to those of Earth, as is the tilt that produces the seasons. Mars is the site of Olympus Mons, the largest volcano and second highest known mountain in the solar system. The smooth borealis basin in the northern hemisphere covers 40% of the planet and may be a giant impact feature. Mars has two moons, Phobos and Deimos, which are small and irregularly shaped. These may be captured asteroids, similar to 5261 Eureka, a Mars Trojan. Mars is host to 7 functioning spacecraft, 5 in orbit: 2001 Mars Odyssey, Mars Express, Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MAVEN, and Mars Orbiter Mission, and 2 on the surface: Mars Exploration Rover Opportunity and Mars Science Laboratory Curiosity. Defunct spacecraft on the surface include MERA, Spirit, and several other inert landers and rovers such as the Phoenix lander, which completed its mission in 2008. Observations by the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter have revealed possible flowing water during the warmest months on Mars. In 2013, NASA's Curiosity rover discovered that Mars's soil contains between 1.5 and 3% water by mass, about 2 pints of water per cubic foot, or 33 liters per cubic meter, albeit attached to other compounds and thus not freely accessible. Mars can be easily seen from Earth with the naked eye, as can its reddish coloring. Its apparent magnitude reaches -2.91, which is only surpassed by Jupiter, Venus, the Moon, and the Sun. Optical ground-based telescopes are typically limited to resolving features about 300 kilometers, 190 miles across when Earth and Mars are closest because of Earth's atmosphere. Mars is approximately half the diameter of Earth, and its surface area is only slightly less than the total area of Earth's dry land. Mars is less dense than Earth, having about 15% of Earth's volume and 11% of Earth's mass. Although Mars is larger and more massive than Mercury, Mercury has a higher density. This results in the two planets having a nearly identical gravitational pull at the surface. That of Mars is stronger by less than 1%. The red-orange appearance of the Martian surface is caused by iron oxide, more commonly known as hematite or rust. It can look like butterscotch. The Moon is Earth's only natural satellite. It is one of the largest natural satellites in the solar system, and among planetary satellites, the largest relative to the size of the planet it orbits. It's primary. It is the second densest satellite among those whose densities are known, after Jupiter's satellite Io. The Moon is thought to have formed approximately 4.5 billion years ago, not long after Earth. Although there have been several hypotheses for its origin in the past, the current most widely accepted explanation is that the Moon formed from debris left over from a giant impact between Earth and a Mars-sized body called Theia. The Moon is in synchronous rotation with Earth, always showing the same face, with its near side marked by a dark volcanic maria that fills between the bright and ancient crustal highlands and the prominent impact craters. It is the second brightest regularly visible celestial object in Earth's sky, after the Sun, as measured by illuminance on Earth's surface. Although it can appear a very bright white, its surface is actually dark, with a reflectance slightly higher than that of worn asphalt. The Moon's gravitational influence produces the ocean tides and the slight lengthening of the day. The Moon's current orbital distance is about 30 times the diameter of Earth, causing it to have an apparent size in the sky almost the same as that of the Sun. This allows the Moon to cover the Sun nearly precisely in total solar eclipse. Anchorage is located in the south-central portion of Alaska at the terminus of the Cook Inlet on a peninsula formed by the Knik Arm to the north and the Turnagain Arm to the south. The city limits span 1,961.1 square miles, which encompass the urban core, a joint military base, and several outlying communities, and almost all of Chugach State Park. Anchorage's location on the globe puts it within 9.5 hours by air to nearly 90% of the industrialized world. For this reason, Anchorage is a common refueling stop for many international passenger flights and is a home to a major FedEx hub, which the company calls a critical part of its global network of services. Anchorage has been named an All-America City 4 times in 1956, 1965, 1984 through 1985, and 2002 by the National Civic League. It has also been named by Kiplinger as the most tax-friendly city in the United States. Los Alamos is built on the Pajarito Plateau between White Rock Canyon and the Via Caldera, part of the Jemez Mountains. The Jemez Mountains are predominantly formed by the 18.7 ma to 15.7 ka Jemez volcanic field. Volcanic activity in the Jemez Mountains culminated when the formation of two geographically coincident calderas, the 1.6 Montolito caldera and the 1.25 Mal Via caldera, both which lie to the west. The first settlers on the plateau are thought to be Keres-speaking Indians around the 10th century. Around 1300, Tiwa settlers immigrated from the Four Corners region and built large cities, but were driven out within 50 years by the Navajo and Apache raids and by drought. Both the Keres and Tiwa mountains can be seen today in the ruins of Bandelier National Monument in Sankawi. In 1942, during World War II, the Department of War began looking for a remote location for the Manhattan Project. The school was closed when the government used its power of eminent domination to take over the ranch school and all the remaining homestead that year. The ranch school was paid $225 per acre, and the homesteaders would pay between $7 and $15 per acre. All information about the town was highly classified until the bombing of Hiroshima. The design of the Eiffel Tower was originated by Maurice Koechlin and Emile Noguier, two senior engineers who worked for the company the establishments Eiffel. After discussion about a suitable centerpiece for the proposed 1889 Exposition Universal, a World's Fair which would help celebrate the centennial of the French Revolution. In May 1884, Koechlin, working at home, made an outline drawing of their scheme, described to him as a great pylon, consisting of 4 lattice girders standing apart at the base and coming together at the top, joined together by metal trusses at regular intervals. San Francisco, officially the city and county of San Francisco, is the cultural, commercial, and financial center of Northern California and is the only consolidated city-county in California. San Francisco encompasses a land area of about 46.9 square miles on the northern end of the San Francisco Peninsula, which makes it the smallest county in the state. It has a density of about 18,187 people per square mile, 7,022 people per kilometer squared, making it the most densely settled large city, population greater than 200,000 in the in the state of California and the second most densely populated major city in the United States after New York City. San Francisco is the fourth most populous city in California after Los Angeles, San Diego, and San Jose, with the 14th most populous city in the United States. With a census estimated 2014 population of 852,469. The city and its surrounding areas are known as the San Francisco Bay Area, which is a part of the larger OMB designated San Jose, San Francisco, Oakland combined statistical areas. The fifth most populous in the nation, with an estimated population of 8.6 million. San Francisco, Spanish for St. Francis, was founded on June 29, 1776, when colonists from Spain established the Presidio of San Francisco at the Golden Gate and Mission San Francisco de Asís, named for the St. Francis Assisi, a few miles away. The California gold rush of 1849 brought rapid growth, making it the largest city on the West Coast at the time. Nashville is the capital of the U.S. state of Tennessee and the county seat of Davidson County. Nashville is the second largest city in Tennessee after Memphis and is the fourth largest city in the southeastern United States. It is located on the Cumberland River in the north-central part of the state. The city is a center for music, healthcare, publishing, baking, and transportation industries, and is home to numerous colleges and universities. Nashville is home to Tennessee's Supreme Courthouse for Middle Tennessee. It is known as a center for the music industry, earning it the name Music City. Antarctica is our southernmost continent, containing the geographic South Pole. It is situated in the Antarctic region of the southern hemisphere, almost entirely south of the Antarctic Circle, and is surrounded by the Southern Ocean. Masdar City is a planned city project in Abu Dhabi in the United Arab Emirates. Its core is being built by Masdar, a subsidiary of Mubadala Development Company, with the majority of seed capital provided by the government of Abu Dhabi. Designed by the British architectural firm Foster & Partners, the city relies on solar energy and other renewable energy resources. Masdar City is being constructed 17 kilometers, 11 miles east-southeast of the city Abu Dhabi, besides Abu Dhabi International Airport. Masdar City will host the headquarters of the International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA. The city is designed to be a hub for clean tech companies. Its first tenant is Masdar Institute of Science and Technology, which has been operating in the city since it moved into its campus in September 2010.
Mount Kilimanjaro, with its three volcanic cones, Kibu, Mawenzi, and Shira, is a dormant volcanic range in Tanzania. It is the highest mountain in Africa and is the highest freestanding mountain not part of a mountain range in the world at 19,341 feet above sea level. The Eiffel Tower is an iron lattice tower located on the Champ de Mars in Paris, France. It was named after the engineer Alex Gustave Eiffel, whose company designed and built the tower. Erected in 1889 as the entrance art to the 1889 World Fair, it was initially criticized by some of France's leading artists and intellectualists for its design, but has become both a global and cultural icon of France and is one of the most recognizable structures in the world. The tower is the tallest structure in Paris and the most visited paid monument in the world. 6.98 million people ascended in 2011. The tower received its 250 millionth visitor in 2010. Moscow is the capital and the largest city of Russia with 2.2 million residents within the city limits and 16.8 million within the urban area. It is the capital of the Central Federal District and Moscow Oblast. Moscow is a major political, economic, cultural, and scientific center in Russia and Eastern Europe, as well as the largest city entirely on the European continent. By broader definitions, Moscow is among the world's largest cities, being the 13th largest metro area, the 17th largest agglomeration, the 16th largest urban area, and the 9th largest within city limits worldwide. According to the Forbes 13, Moscow has been ranked as the 9th most expensive city in the world by Mercer and is one of the world's largest urban economies, being ranked as an Alpha Global City according to the Globalization and World Cities Research Network, and is also one of the fastest growing tourist destinations in the world according to the MasterCard Global Destination Cities Index. Moscow is the northernmost and coldest megacity and metropolis on Earth. It is home to the Ostankino Tower, the tallest freestanding structure in Europe, Mercury City Tower, the second tallest skyscraper in Europe, and the Moscow International Business Center. By its territorial expansion on July 1st, 2012, southwest into the Moscow Oblast, the capital increased its area 2.5 times from about 390 square miles up to 970 square miles, and gained an additional population of 233,000 people. Venice is a city in northeastern Italy sited on a group of 118 small islands separated by canals and linked by bridges. It is located on the marshy Viettine Lagoon, which stretches along the shoreline between the mouths of the Po and Piave rivers. Venice is renowned for the beauty of its setting, its architecture, and its artwork. The city in its entirety is listed as a World Heritage Site along with its lagoon. Japan is an island country in East Asia. Located in the Pacific Ocean, it lies to the east of the Sea of Japan, the East China Sea, China, North Korea, South Korea, and Russia, stretching up from the Sea of Okhotsk in the north to the East China Sea and Taiwan in the south. The kanji that makes up Japan's name means sun origin, and Japan is often called the land of the rising sun. Ferrari SPA is an Italian luxury sports car manufacturer based in Maranello. Ferrari SPA is an Italian luxury sports car manufacturer based in Maranello. Founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1929, Scuderia Ferrari, the company sponsored drivers and manufactures and manufactured race cars before moving into the production of street legal vehicles in 1947. Fiat acquired 50% of Ferrari in 1969 and expanded its stake to 90% in 1988. Ferrari is the world's most powerful brand according to the Brand Finance.